A little over 2,000 years ago, shortly after the death and resurrection and calling away to heaven of the Lord Jesus, the disciples and apostles had an attitude of he could return any day. And they taught that. Paul, Peter, John, Jesus himself taught that the Lord could return any day, and you better be ready because he's going to come like a thief. Today, it's becoming more and more prevalent to hear preachers and people who are apparently prophetic giving words to people for things that are going to happen years down the road in their lives. It's time to stop doing that. It's foolish. Paul, Jesus, John, Peter, James, Jude, all the writers of the New Covenant spoke expressly about the sudden coming of the Lord Jesus at any moment. And that's the expectancy we're supposed to live with. Let me read this to you. It's Matthew 25. Jesus himself said, he said, "Then the kingdom of heaven will be like 10 virgins who took their lamps and went to meet the bridegroom. 5 of them were foolish and 5 were wise. For when the foolish took their lamps, they took no oil with them. But the wise took flasks of oil with their lamps. As the bridegroom was delayed, they all became drowsy and slept. But at midnight there was a cry, 'Here is the bridegroom. Come out to meet him.' Then all those virgins rose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said to the wise, 'Give us some of your oil, for our lamps are going out.' But the wise answered, saying, 'Since there will be not enough for us and for you, go rather to the dealers and buy for yourselves.'" There's a message in that. "And while they were going to buy, the bridegroom came, and those who were ready went in with him to the marriage feast, and the door was shut. Afterward, the other virgins came, saying also, 'Lord, Lord, open to us.' But he answered, 'Truly I say to you, I do not know you. Watch therefore, for you know neither the day nor the hour.'" That's the state of mind we're supposed to be living in. 2,000 years ago, when none of the signs of his coming had even been fulfilled, the apostles of the Lord Jesus were living in such a manner that they were in expectation of him returning any day. It's 2,000 years later. Hundreds of prophetic events, if not thousands of prophetic events, are happening every day before our eyes. And still hearing preachers preaching without an expectancy of the return of the Lord Jesus. So the question is, where does that message come from? You don't find it from Matthew to Revelation. You don't find it from Genesis to Malachi. So it's got to have another source. Pay attention to who you're listening to. Jesus said, "Behold, I come like a thief." Paul wrote, "In the moment, in a twinkling of an eye, we shall all be changed. In the moment, in the twinkling of an eye, we will all be changed." At that moment, you're not going to have the chance to set your eyes on Jesus. So you better set them now. And I'm talking to myself. God bless you.